Well, welcome to Hamilton County TV, and I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me today is Donna Buckley, the coach of the Noblesville Millers. Welcome, Donna.
Thanks, Perry.
Well, you know, it seems kind of odd with the football playoffs right here that we're talking basketball, but girls basketball starts pretty quick here.
Yeah, we've got a game 2 weeks from today, I believe. So, yeah, it's coming up quick.
And you have a scrimmage coming up next week.
Yeah, we go to Ben Davis on Saturday.
Did you find out the time of that yet?
I think it's 4 o'clock. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about this team. I mean, you're sectional champions in a sectional that is unbelievably difficult to get through. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about this Noblesville team a little bit and some of the players you have.
Okay. Yeah, the sectional is really tough. My goodness. Carmel's going to be really good. Westfield's really good. Fisher's, no doubt, will be good. I mean, everybody in at Zionsville. It should be a lot of fun. For us, like I said, we hope to be good again, and we're excited about this group of kids. Like I said, we're led by Ashlyn Shade, and like I said, she's a potential McDonald's All-American here in the next year or so. And like I said, she's got all kinds of offers, and like I said, obviously explosive score. But we also are not just a one-person show. Like I said, we've got all kinds of talent to go with her. Really excited to have, like I said, a lot of our starters back, and then some other really key players, along with some great newcomers in this freshman class. So we're excited. Like I said, we got Reagan back as our starting point guard. And she had a great off season, and is really, like I said, she's fun. She's a special kid. And then, like I said, in the post, we've got some big kids. Got great size in Brooklyn Smitherman is 6'5", and really she's gotten so much stronger. And like I said, she has really turned into an impact player for us. Like I said, she got a 6'7" wingspan. She takes up some space. It's awesome. Then we got Danny Mendez also in the post. Ava Shoemaker plays a little bit in the post. Like I said, we got all kinds of guards. Another Shoemaker and Caitlin Shoemaker, who can just flat out shoot it, hit big shots. She's the kid who hit the game winner last year in the sectional and hit the shot to go to overtime for us in the regional. We've got, oh my goodness, Brooklyn Ely, who can just flat out shoot it. She's back. And then, like I said, we've got all kinds of other kids coming in as well, with Meredith Tipner, freshman, who I think will be an impact player for us. Carly Motts will get some playing time for us this year as a junior. Kind of one of those kids that'll play anywhere and everywhere and does a great job for us. And then, like I said, we've got a bunch of young kids who will step in and maybe get some minutes and a chance to grow for us this year.
You know, Coach, one of the things that I noticed this season, and of course you and I have been around each other for basketball now, going on about 6 or 7 years of me broadcasting basketball. But talk about the close-knitness of this basketball team, because it is totally amazing how close they are, how they enjoy being with each other.
Yeah, it's fun. It makes it a lot more fun when your group gets along as well as these guys do. They are together all the time. It's weird to have, I don't care what group it is, whether it's family, friends, whatever, when you're together 24/7, you get tired of each other. And this group doesn't. They really, they get along extremely well. When they get to school in the morning, they hang out. They're together all day long. They spend free time together. And you see that carry over on the court. They really enjoy each other. They can get on each other if they need to and hold each other accountable, but they are going to be the first person to be excited for the other when something good happens for them. They're awesome. I mean, I can't even begin to explain the chemistry these kids have and how fun that is to coach.
You know, and also, Donna, one of the questions I've heard many people ask you, and some thinks it's a good thing and some thinks it's a bad thing. I happen to think it's a good thing, is your schedule. I mean, ever since you've been here, you've never been afraid to play anybody. Mm-hmm. And of course, with Ashland, it raises up, and in fact, it's kind of a little bit tougher with this team now, because there's some teams that don't really want to play you. They're very talented. So talk a little bit about that schedule and that philosophy that you've always used here at Noblesville on playing a very, very difficult schedule.
I personally think it makes you better. If you're going to give yourself a chance, whether, in those years when we had teams that were right around 500, if we could win 14 or 15 and schedule down, but when you get to sectional, it's just not going to help you. You have no chance. And, we just have always believed that it's the best way to do it. I'm sure people think it's crazy at times. We actually tried to add an even tougher schedule this year and just couldn't make it work with Mount Notre Dame, who's ranked #1 in the nation, has a 40-game win streak. So hopefully we can get them on the schedule next year. But for me personally, it's fun. I love being able to look out there and see all that talent. There are going to be nights when there's 5, 6, 7 D1 kids on the floor, and who doesn't want to coach that? That's amazing at the high school level, and it's fun. It's stressful sometimes. Most of the time, there's very few games where you can just look at the schedule and be like, okay, that's a win. Like every night, you have to bring it, and that's fun to get kids excited to play every night because they know they have to, and it's fun to coach against that. I mean, we've got kids that we've coached against over the years that are playing professionally, see them on TV playing the WNBA. I love that, and I love that for our kids and our community to get to see that.
Coach, talk a little bit, we'll just talk briefly because I'm sure we'll probably do many interviews this year and talk, but talk a little bit about Lawrence North because that's a great program there. So, and that's your first game right out of it. And as I have learned interviewing you over the years, you only take it one game at a time. So I know I could talk at least about Lawrence North.
That is all I've thought about. Lawrence North will be good. He does such a good job. They will no doubt be ready to go. They're going to be athletic. They've got 3 kids that played a lot for them. They're going to be put into a totally different role with Smith being gone. And, you graduate Miss Basketball, that's a lot to replace. And she really did everything for them. But at the end of the day, they will reload. I mean, they're only a couple of years removed from a state championship. And they were there, state runners up. They're going to be ready. They will want to beat us. It's their home opener. No doubt they will be ready to go. They're going to be, I'm sure, extremely athletic. They play a nice mix of zone and man. Offensively, we're going to have to be able to guard them and get back. Like I said, they're quick, and they like to get that ball up quickly. It should be fun. If you're a fan, that's going to be a great night of basketball. I think you're going to look at 2 teams who love to play fast and get shots up. You're going to see a lot of fun basketball that night.
Coach, on a personal level, I know that this summer it kind of took you a little bit away from Noblesville Millers basketball a little bit, but you got to be one of the coaches on the Indiana All-Stars, and talk a little bit about that and that experience because it was, a totally new experience for you and how things go today.
It was a really humbling experience. Like I said, I can't believe I got to do that. It's pretty cool from a standpoint of just being able to coach. Jeff Allen was our head coach, and to work with him, I remember the first time I watched his teams on film, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy, his group can just flat out play, and to work with somebody who's won a state championship, that was awesome. And then the talent, it was so fun being around. I'm a huge Allie Becky fan. She's just one of those kids that watching her and to get to coach her and to see her be that kid that is everything you would hope she would be. And then a lot of the kids on the team were somebody from our schedule, so that was fun to see them on the other side, and then just to meet some kids that I had never ever even had a chance to see on film and to watch them play together. It was a really cool experience. Like I said, a huge honor, and incredibly humbled to even have any part of that. But like I said, definitely hated missing our kids for a week, but like I said, it was a really an amazing opportunity that, like I said, I feel very fortunate to have, that opportunity to do.
Yeah, but one of the advantages, and we need to mention this, especially since we haven't started the season, but you're only allowed to do those things when you have a good coaching staff like you had, and you were, you could walk away for a week or so and be able to turn it over to your assistants. Let's talk a little bit about your assistants and the group you have, because some of the coaches you had, You coached when they played high school basketball.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. Kelsey, like I said, she's been with me. Kelsey Hoffman's been here this is her 6th year now. But I go back to, I've known Kelsey since she was in 3rd grade. The chance to get her over here to coach and to be a teacher is unbelievable. I pinch myself that I'm so blessed to have her here. And again, if I have to leave for anything, like she's going to own it. But also having Jen Anderson, coaching against her for 4 years was absolutely miserable. Oh my gosh, she was such a great player, and they had a great run with her over at Westfield. And to have her come here and bring, I mean, she's just a winner and such a great person. And like I said, what an awesome opportunity to have a D1 Indiana All-Star post to work with our kids, and like I said, that's been a great addition to our staff. And then to add Caitlin O'Reilly, who she's such a great player for us and part of the tradition that we hopefully kind of got going with her. She's a kid. I remember sitting in the hallway, we got beat her senior year in the sectional, and she's crying, and we were talking, and she's like, I'm gonna come back and coach, and we're gonna go get rings. We're going to get rings to coach. I promise you I'm coming back. So she graduates, and like I said, a math opening came up, so she's back here to teach, and she's in here working her tail off. And like, it's just awesome to have people that you know understand what you're trying to do, and everybody on the same page. And then with our young kids, I've got Coach Sexton. Chris has been with me forever, as well as Brad. Both of them, like I said, Brad Baston, been here. Great guys that are just going to do anything and everything. And like I said, to have to step away or whatever, like I said, they're owning it, and they're all very, very good and bring a unique personality and perspective to the team.
Yeah, Coach, and the one thing I want to make a comment about those two JV and C-team coaches is Hamilton County TV, as you know, HCTV1.com is going to broadcast all your home girls games this season. And then we're also going to go on the road when you go play Westfield and also go play Carmel. So we're probably going to see the Millers on HCTV1 about 15 times this season. So
awesome.
It's a great opportunity for us, and we really appreciate all you do for us, and I think it's a great partnership between the both of us on what we do, and I appreciate that very, very much.
We appreciate you. It's awesome that, again, friends, family, everybody gets a chance to watch our kids. And like I said, I take advantage of all that you guys do, not just basketball, but getting to watch soccer and volleyball. And I mean, it's incredible what you guys do, and we certainly appreciate you, and individually appreciate your friendship. Like I said, it's awesome. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, and the one thing about it that we do that many places don't do is we also broadcast the JV games. So, and this year I think you're going to have a pretty talented JV team also. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Got a lot of young kids. So
absolutely,
things look good for the Millers.
Yeah, we're excited, very excited. Great kids too. Like I said, on and off the floor, they are everything you could ask for in kids. It makes this a very, very, very fun job.
Coach, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago you made a comment. This group of kids is very good in the classroom too.
They are. I literally, and I wish I could take all the credit for that, but that is not me. They are. I tell you what, our starting lineup will be a 3.9 GPA or higher, and like I said, our varsity, top 12 kids are at a 3.5 or higher. And like I said, all through the program though, these are kids that are getting it done in the classroom, and that's huge because, like I said, for every basketball scholarship, there are dozens of academic ones they can get, and that's where the money, like I said, go get that money because you did it in the classroom and took care of business, and our kids do that.
Well, thanks a lot, Coach, for taking time out of your busy schedule here in the first week of practice, and I appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate you.